What's going on, comic book people? Happy 4th of July. It's Jimmy C. Oh my god, I got so many mini stories to tell you, I don't even know where to begin. So you guys know about my amazing two finds at the estate sale last week. I got the Iron Man 55 and the New Mutants 87. So I went back there the next day because it was a 2-day estate sale. I went at the end of the day. I figured maybe I'll scoop up the leftovers. You know, they have some stuff. I get it really cheap. I went there. They had like 6 or 7 long boxes upstairs. So I went upstairs and I'm like, oh, you know, what's the story, guys? And they're like, oh, make us an offer. So first the guy actually said, oh, you have to talk to the boss. So the boss, I went downstairs. I talked to the boss. She came up with me and she said, make me an offer. I said, okay, 6 long boxes. I said, $50. She looked at me like I gave her a gut shot. And she's like, that's preposterous. I said, well, I'm not a mind reader. If you have a price in mind, tell me your price. If you're going to ask me, I'm going to tell you what I want to pay. And she was like, there's a mean old lady. She's like, I came all the way upstairs to be insulted by you. I got a guy downstairs. He's going to pay $3.50 for 2 short boxes. So I started talking to the guy because he saw me, haggling. He was gonna spend $3.50 on a bunch of like low grade Silver Age bullshit. So I pulled him aside. I said, listen, brother, I'm not trying to snake you or like psych you out. I said, you're getting ripped off. I would not pay $3.50 for that stuff. Because he was telling me, who knows if he was telling the truth, but he was telling me, oh, I have a kid and I want to buy them for my kid and yada yada. I didn't believe him, but I said, yeah, do what you want, but I think you're overpaying. So anyway, he actually backed out of the deal for the $3.50, and they were furious. And they actually threw him out of the estate sale, which I think is rude, because he backed out of buying something. It's not like he wrote it in blood and had it notarized. And then, so she brought me, so I'm sorry, let me backtrack. So she was like saying I was rude and this and that, and I said, so she told me, you know what, if you want everything, it's $850. The 6 long boxes and then the 2 boxes he had downstairs. I said, okay. I said, where did you get that price from? And she was mad at me. How dare I ask her a question? She says it's valued at $1,500. We'll give it to you for $850. And I said, oh, where did you get this value from? And she was mad that I asked her. And I asked her again. I said, well, did you get it from GPA, eBay? Oh, we had an appraiser come in. I said, an appraiser of what? Of Santa Claus? And she was mad at me. Like, you just want me to give you a bunch of money for a bunch of garbage books that's been picked over for 2 days straight? And I said, you know what, miss, have a good day. Thank you, I'm leaving. Because they threw the guy out and they banned him, so he can never go to an estate sale again. Well, their estate sales. I've never been to their estate sales, but, it's nice to be able to go. Look what I pulled off them in one day for a few bucks. So I just left on a good note. I really wanted to tell her off, but I bit my tongue. And anyway, let me get on with the story. So what else? So I went to... Jenny wanted to go to the flea market. Now that we have a big house, she wants to go and look around and buy random bullshit and decorate. She hates comics, and the flea market this week, I don't know why, every single booth had comics. So I have to stop at every one. They all sucked. And this is all I got. So I got the Punisher 64. It's the first Nigel something or other. He's basically the British Punisher for 50 cents. I paid 50 cents for it. The guy wanted $1. I said 50 cents. Take it or leave it. And I grabbed this. Pretty cool. All the, they're like paper thin, but like they're all I don't even know what the hell they are. But you know what? I gave her $3. Watched they're all the same comic. Yeah, they're all the same comic. It's the paper thin Electros. They were like in the Daily News or something at some point. Whatever. I gave her $3, but that's all I got there. There was the big hoopla about the misprint from Barnes and Noble. So I heard about it last week, and I ran around to the 3 Barnes and Nobles, and I only got one, the JLA. The Justice League, the second print, but it was the wrong one, the Barnes & Noble variant. This book was going for like $140. I should have just sold it the first day. I got it for $5. I went to one Barnes & Noble. I dug forever. I went to another. They're supposed to have 9 of them, and they didn't have any, so who knows who had them. And then like when I went up to check out and pay, they try to grab the book from me. The book's already only a VF. It's gotten mangled from everybody reading it. And the girl tried to grab it from me to scan it, and I pulled back. I said, no, just scan it. She goes, oh, you're one of those. So I said, what do you mean I'm one of those? I said, what the hell did I say? I'm one of the... I said, oh, I'm quite offended by that. What do you mean I'm one of those? And then she got all nervous. I don't give a shit. I was just going off her being, rude. And then she tried to make small talk with me. Oh, I love Comic-Con. Do you go to Comic-Con? Blah, 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 blah. I said, no, I only go there to do deals. I'm Jimmy. And I left it at that. But I thought it was fun. In my head, I don't care. But she thought I was really mad and like gonna like call the manager and everything. But anyhow, what else did I get? I stopped at a store. I grabbed this. I just love Goblin. I love Goblin. Oh my god, the guy who owns the cover to this, I'm so jealous. He'll never sell it. It's framed and mounted, and he loves it more than his life itself. So I got no shot. But oh my god, what a beautiful cover. I finally grabbed this cover price. I owned the cover. I owned it before it even came out. Best story ever. If anybody's looking to read a Superman feel-good story like All American, read Superman American Alien 1 through 7. It's just great. Moving on. I grabbed this off a guy. I got a really good deal on it. He was actually in England. Really high grade, 9.2 or better. Actually, TiVo just bought it off me. Shout out TiVo. Happy birthday coming up this month. TiVo just bought it off me. What else do I got? And I grabbed these two off Manta. Manta123. Check his videos out. He's a great YouTuber. I scored because he sold a few books, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. He had really good prices on all of them. And I just happened to be lucky that I just went on Instagram when he posted them because I got two. He had 3 great books, and I grabbed 2 of them, and I passed on one, and it was gone like an hour later because I asked him the next morning, and he said it was gone. So I got First Metamorpho, beautiful copy, mid-range, 6.0, and I got a nice Swamp Thing #1. I'm so stupid. He had a first Rhino, and I didn't get that too. Like for another $30-40. I'm just a retard. Yeah, you know what? Nobody's perfect. What can you do? But shout out Manta. Let's see, what else? Oh, so I told you guys, me and Georgie, we mended the fences. We're back in good graces. So he came over today to hang out. And, but before we stopped talking, I gave George a nice birthday gift. And then basically he owed me a birthday gift and a wedding comic book, which I didn't ask him for. He just said it. So I actually picked up his case of CGCs from the comic store in Queens this week. So he came over to pick them up today, and he actually gave me these 2 books, which, I told him I don't want them. It's really nice of him. Got a Crisis, Death of Flash, 9.6, and X-Force first, second Deadpool, 9.6. Beautiful gesture. I told him no, thank you, but, he insisted. We had a good time, and, it's like I said, 2 peas in a pod. And last but not least, I got a piece of artwork. So, I'm not even going to get into it. Anyway, I got this piece of artwork, and the guy was so nice. Look at this. I got it for an amazing price. This is a Web of Spider-Man page 2. It's Spidey in Vegas. All the panels, full Spidey action. Alex Saviuk. But look, like if you love Spidey and you love old school Vegas, look, he's downtown Vegas by the Golden Horseshoe, swinging into action, he's thinking about life and things going on. Every panel's action, and I got it for such a good price. It's like, the guy was so great to deal with, and he knew why I wanted it because it was nostalgic. Like in the art world, these guys are fickle. Like if they know you want something, they just try to squeeze you. It's just such like a miserable... Like another guy, he had 2 pages I really wanted just for nostalgia. They're worth about $300 each on a good day. He asked me for $1,500. Because first he did a dance. He's like, how much do you want to pay? And I made him an offer. Oh, that's not what I had in mind. So I said, oh, brother, I'm not a mind reader. What do you want for these pages? And he tells me $1,500. They're worth $300 to $400 each on a great day. So I wrote him back. I said, listen, bro, I will buy the pages, but does the Vaseline and a rape kit come included? I said, you're vastly overpriced. I hope one day when you want a page really bad, someone isn't the same way you're treating me. Have a good day. And that's it. But anyway, Jimmy C, I don't want to leave on a sour note. I just like to tell you guys stories about art, comics, everything. That's about it. I'm having a great time. Happy 4th of July. Remember, don't play with fireworks. If you blow your fingers off, it's going to be hard to read the comic books. Jimmy C out.